Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the wrap-up of the Big Boy Tournament for the weekend of April 22nd through the 24th. I'm Daniel. I'm going to be taking over for Percy Peabody for a little while here and giving you guys the scores and a few of the details of what happened over the tournament this weekend and giving you a couple of details just about other things that are coming up over at Buck Forest in the next couple of weeks. So let's jump into it. This week we had 5 competitors. We had Rob, Aaron Russell, myself, Daniel, Kevin, and Dean all played rounds this weekend. And we'll jump right into how each hole went. So hole number 1, just one birdie. That was Kevin. He jumped out to a 1-skid lead right there off the bat. Hole 2, Aaron was the only one with a birdie, so he tied Kevin up with a skin, and also there with the tied at 1 under par as well. 3 and 4, we had pushes on those 2 holes, so no skins awarded, and so that means that 3 skins are going into hole 5, which Daniel birdied by himself to get 3 skins and to take the skin lead over Kevin and Aaron. Kevin birdied hole 6 all by himself, so he got to two skins total there. Rob birdied 7 by himself, so looks like we're having a kind of a family pot of skins so far. Nobody's really jumping out to a big lead, and it's always nice when they get spread around that way. So holes 8 through 11, we had pushes all the way through, so that means we have this many skins on the line there for those, and we actually got it up to 5 skins for 12, and we were playing new 12 this week, which is definitely a tougher birdie to get, and if you get that birdie, you're going to feel pretty good about it. And had 1 birdie, and that was by Daniel. I got the birdie, so that got me up to 8 skins total there. Little side note on that as well, I switched from throwing a driver on that hole because it feels like you really need to throw something with a lot of turn to be able to get something close there by the barn, but actually I just switched to a buzz, threw something a little straighter, and when I threw it I didn't think it was going to end up being good, and I ended up being 8 feet from the hole. So just a tip there, it's a lot straighter than you think, kind of like how hole 19 is, where it feels like you need to throw it a little bit more from left to right, but you actually just have to kind of throw a straight shot to get that in there. So I got the 5 skins there. That got me up to 8, and a quick score update as well, since we are 12 holes in. Rob is sitting at 3 under par. Aaron is also sitting at 3 under par. I am at 5 under par, and Kevin is at 3 under par as well. So really at this point, going into the tougher set of holes, it's really anybody's game at this point as far as the strokes are concerned. So we go into 13 and 14. We had pushes there as well, so that means there's 3 skins on the line for hole 15. Kevin got the only birdie on hole 15, and that got him up to 5 skins there. He picked up the CTP as well. I think he said he was somewhere, he's like 10, 15 feet away, but with the only birdie there, he definitely picked up the CTP with that. Kevin birdied 16 by himself as well, and that got him to 6 skins. And another important thing that happened there, I bogeyed that hole, so that gave Kevin the lead when it came to strokes. I got a little greedy. I was Buck Forest dry and still went for the birdie from about 15 feet away with my feet in the water in the creek, hit the front of the basket, rolled back in the creek, and took my bogey. And so sometimes when you do that risky shot, you do not get rewarded. So Kevin's got the lead right now going into hole 17. He's also got 6 skins to my 8 skins. Things are starting to get interesting. We had a push on hole 17 by Daniel and Kev, and we got into hole 18, which is a make or break hole most of the time. So 1 birdie on that hole, and that was by yours truly. I got the birdie there. That got me the 10 skins. Clinched pigskin for me, and also pivotal, Kevin bogeyed, so that gave me the lead at 7 under par to Kevin's 6 under par. Hole 19, Rob and Daniel both had birdies, which pushed that on to hole 20. Hole 20, Kevin birdied. That got him his 8 skins, but he's still down 1 stroke to me at that point. So we go into hole 21. So Kevin needs to birdie to catch me, and he needs me to par or do worse for things to get interesting for him. We had 3 birdies, including Kevin and myself. So that wrapped up things there. Kevin picked up that final additional skin because of the CTP. So that final skin count is Daniel getting pigskin with 10 skins. Kevin picked up Hammy with 9. Rob and Aaron both had 1 skin. And then on to the strokes. Daniel picked up Big Boy with the 8 under par and the birdie on the last. I also went birdie 17, 18, and 19, which, not gonna lie, felt really good to be able to pick up those birdies at the end. I usually am losing strokes at that point, so it was nice to pick some up at that point. Kevin finished Little Big Boy at 7 under par. Rob with a respectable 5 under par with a couple of bogeys as well. If he had cleaned those up, he'd have made things very interesting for all of us. Aaron finished at 2 under par, which is great, but Aaron did say he had a couple of bogeys, and even his daughter remarked that he was not having a great round, and she's, I believe, 10. So when your 10-year-old daughter is going, man, Dad, it's pretty rough for you, you know that it's probably a pretty rough round. So we'll expect better things out of Aaron next week. Dean finished out the tournament at a 14 over par as well. So that's everything that happened as far as the tournament for this week went. A few announcements here before I do sign off. A couple of things coming up. So Sunday, May 15th at 2 o'clock at Buck Forest, we are going to do our first little different tournament where we're going to be doing 2-man captain's choice. Should be a lot of fun just to get out there and all play together, to go captain's choice, try to shoot low, and we may also add in a couple of fun twists as well. So stay tuned in for that. Let us know if you're going to be able to make that, so that we can kind of know what our numbers are looking like. But once again, that's 2 o'clock on the 15th of May, which is a Sunday. Another thing we'd just love for you guys to do, we'd love for everybody to start taking those pictures again if you're winning trophies, and I'll add those into to this video and make sure to get those on the GroupMe as well. But also, if you think about it, when you're out with your group, take some pictures, take some video of some guys teeing off or some guys taking some long putts. Send those to me on GroupMe, and I would love to add those into this video as well, where we can just get a couple of highlights, either of great shots or bad shots or just funny things that happen on the course. So send those to me. Also, if you do have a moment, take a look at kind of the list of guys who play every week. And if you're going out to play, just invite somebody who maybe hasn't been out there for a while to play with you, and just post when you're going to play. If you're going to get out on Friday morning and play, or if it's going to be Saturday afternoon, just send a quick post there on the GroupMe just saying, hey, I'm getting out here, because it really is a lot of fun to get out and play with a couple of guys, as we all know. So just a reminder of that. And then our final announcement before we get done here, check the Chase race right now. We are currently at $34, that's worth kicking in $1 next week, trying to get aggressive on a couple of holes, and you can win yourself a nice date out with your spouse or with somebody that you'd like to go out on a date with. So take that risk, kick $1 in, and you could win a little bit of cash there. So thanks for tuning in here, guys. Looking forward to seeing everybody next week again in the tournament. And this is Daniel signing off for now, and appreciate you guys.